honor to present the Vanguard Award, and I would give Jesse Tyler Ferguson an award for almost anything. Best fake brother, check. Most likely to de-escalate tension on the set by breaking into song about ponies, check. Best dressed, no matter what the occasion or how short the shorts, check. But a Vanguard Award? I don't know. I thought Vanguards were angry people with raised fists and red faces. Doesn't a Vanguard need a bonfire, a bullhorn, or at the very least, a righteously angry sermon? How does a sweet, kind, hilarious Jesse take a seat at the table with Rosa Parks, Harvey Milk, and Martin Luther King Jr. when he never seems to even raise his voice except, of course, in song? Jesse, I'm gonna get sappy here. Get yourself ready. Jesse does it with love. First, Jesse made the world fall in love with Mitchell Pritchett, a funny, smart, flawed, complete human being who just happens to be half of a gay couple on network television. Jesse's work on Modern Family has done wonders to normalize the relationships of LGBT individuals and their families and communities. America has had a gay male family in their living rooms for years, and they've fallen in love with them. Mitch and Cam have become a fixture in pop culture, as funny, conflicted, absurd, and loving as any other sitcom family. Jesse's work in front of the camera has been instrumental in changing how the world sees and accepts gay couples, but it is a more personal love that truly makes him a vanguard. You see, when Jesse started out on Modern Family, he met Justin, a depressingly young and hideously handsome young law student who was already involved in a committed relationship. It's true, with social justice. So instead of separating Justin from his passion, Jesse allowed the frisky third to fuel his own belief in human rights and marriage equality. With a steady optimism and an endless supply of yes, Jesse, love, Jesse and Justin brought style and wit to the fight for marriage equality. Together, they co-founded the nonprofit organization Tie the Knot to sell limited edition bow ties designed by celebrities. And the funds are used to advocate for LGBT equality. If I sound slightly slow in the head, it's because there's an insane echo coming back at me right now. I feel out of my mind. The ever-energetic and extremely young Justin created and led a Tie the Knot team for the AIDS life cycle ride last year, and guess what? He is doing it again. Jesus. Together, Jesse and Justin have raised more than $500,000 for organizations around the world that support LGBT equality. But Justin's work does not stop there. He is also the development director of the American Foundation for Equal Rights, raising funds necessary to support the Perry lawsuit, which ultimately overturned Prop 8. He is an active volunteer with numerous community-based organizations, and he's a passionate advocate for LGBTQ issues and currently sits on the board of directors of Human Rights Campaign. Justin is a partner and co-founder of Hawkins Mikita, an organization that works to make it much easier for lazy-ass celebrities to influence and promote social good. He also co-founded Thread Experiment. You can find it at threadexperiment.com. The first ever, now they told me this, the first ever line of bedding created for men. I'd like to amend that the first ever line of bedding created for men that did not include red satin, a waterbed friendly version, or round fitted sheets for your Vegas fantasy. They're good sheets. And for every full set you buy, the Thread Experiment gives bedding to the LGBT Center in Los Angeles. Thank you. So though it is often Jesse's face we see in the media, the process of becoming an agent for social change was very much a joint venture and a venture of love. So in recognition of their shared journey to change the world with hard work, love, and style, I am absolutely thrilled to present the Vanguard Award to my dear friends, Justin Mikita and Jesse Tyler Ferguson.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby.
Thank you so much for this. Oh, adjusting our teleprompters. How clever.
I'm so tall.
Thank you, Julie, for those very sweet words. You're the best TV sister I could ever hope for. Thank you to all of our friends and family also for coming tonight. We have Alyssa Edwards from RuPaul's Drag Race at our table, so table 13 is officially the coolest table in the room. Sorry about it. We are so humbled and honored to be here with you all tonight. We're truly in awe of the work that the Los Angeles LGBT Center does. We grew up in very different habitats, Justin in Simi Valley and me in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Sure, two very different landscapes with varying levels of acceptance toward the LGBTQ community. In fact, I think the only thing Simi Valley and Albuquerque have in common is they're both terrible places to live as a fair-skinned redhead. But even though we're separated by 10 years, and as I'm getting older, I'm actually going to clarify, it's only 9 years and 6 months, 9 years and 6 weeks. That's the age difference there. But even though we're separated by a little bit of age, we both came up against a lot of the same hurdles that can make the coming out process so scary. And it's heartbreaking to know that there's so many LGBTQ kids who don't have the support that Justin and I had. Justin and I recently toured the center, and I don't think I was prepared for such an emotional afternoon. I'll never forget standing in one of the dorm rooms of the center. It was one of the rooms used to house kids who were just entering the program. And I was reminded that a lot of kids there had been in and out of foster care or had spent nights on the streets. And many of them had already been exploited for sex in exchange for a meal or a warm place to sleep. And they probably had to break the habit of worrying about where their next meal would come from, or if their personal items, what's left of them, would be stolen. And yet, here we were in a room at the center that looked like any other college dorm. Okay, posters on the walls, books on the dresser, a stuffed bear on one of the bunk beds. And when I saw that bear, it reminded me that this room belonged to a kid who finally didn't have to worry, who didn't have to hoard food in case they woke up hungry, who didn't have to make their way through the next 12 hours with the anxiety about where they would sleep that night. But most importantly, this kid knew that there was another person just a few steps away, someone who could completely understand what they were going through, and that this kid was able to focus on the things that every other person their age should be focusing on. This kid, like every kid the sitter takes in, had been given a second chance to succeed in a world they probably thought had given up on them.
It's my turn. Hi. By the way, my mom and dad are here. Hi, guys. And I told my mom and dad that Alyssa Edwards was sitting with us. And my mom said, well, what does the Q in LGBTQ mean? Does it mean queen? And I said, yes. Anyway, for Jesse and I, our life is full of very loving relationships of people who get us, like my mom and dad, who have been so supportive all my life. I love you. And all of our friends and family who are here tonight. And they truly see us and recognize us and value us and lift us up in encouragement. And we want to make a better effort to be those relationships for those in the LGBTQ community who may not have that support. We are so honored to receive this award, but truly it's all of you who are the heroes. You are doing the work, you are putting in the time, you are making the real change, improving the lives of so many people.
Justin and I are both, yes, very well done. Justin and I are both here for you. Whatever you need, we are here for you. You have inspired us to do better, to do more, and from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything that you do, and thank you for this tonight. This is so sweet. Thank you.
Thank you.